On a lonely highway where cars rarely appeared, stood a small puppy with pitiful eyes. He looked terrible. Ticks were literally devouring him, forming bloody sores on his skin. The sight of this helpless creature struck straight to the heart of Oleg, who happened to be driving by in his old Renault. The wind whispered through the desolate surroundings, carrying the faint cries of the wounded puppy to Oleg's ears. Stopping the car, Oleg approached the puppy and gently stroked its head. The puppy, despite the obvious signs of distress, perked up its tail and tried to lick his savior's hand. "How can I leave you here? You're not going anywhere," thought Oleg. Carefully wrapping the puppy in an old t-shirt, Oleg put him in the front seat and headed for the nearest veterinary clinic. On the way, he was already starting to think about what to name this little fighter. How about Lucky? After all, he was lucky I found him. At the clinic, the doctors immediately began examining and treating the puppy. The air was tense as they carefully removed the ticks and treated the wounds. The puppy winced at each touch, but there was a glimmer of hope in its eyes. The doctors began a long-term plan to restore him to health. Oleg decided not to leave Lucky in the hospital, but to take him home with him. The drive back was filled with a mix of anticipation and worry. As Lucky lay on the passenger seat, weak but trusting, Oleg couldn't help but feel a newfound responsibility settling on his shoulders. Days turned into weeks, and Lucky slowly began to recover under Oleg's attentive care. The wound started healing, and the once pitiful eyes now sparkled with life. The transformation was miraculous, and Oleg couldn't help but be amazed at the resilience of this little creature. Soon, the puppy was healthy and became an integral part of Oleg's family. Lucky became a real member of the family, always happy to see his owner and ready to greet him after a hard day's work. His tail wagged with unbridled joy, a testament to the love and care he had received. Fate still knew how to make unexpected gifts. He smiled and thought, looking at Lucky's cheerfully wagging tail. The once forlorn puppy had transformed into a bundle of joy, bringing immeasurable happiness to Oleg's life. In saving Lucky, Oleg discovered the true meaning of unconditional love, a gift that both man and dog had given each other on that lonely highway.